Dark, I know you're here. Torin.
Huh?
Okay, Torin is
Yep.
here. Tinder,
Hello.
you're starting. And Rose.
What's up?
Okay, good. We're all here. Welcome back. I can't remember what happened last time.
I wanted to go look at it. You have a long.
Oh yeah, I sent you a fucking massive ass thing, so a lot
Yeah.
happened. Oh right, that was it. Yous ended up deciding. Oh, well, I say yous. Aaron basically ended up deciding that I'm gonna start working on this fucking planar puncture thing after having talked to a few of your classmates who are like, here, I have this ancient divine relic which you can probably stab someone with and it might help you. Another person going, oh, this soil is bad. But to round off and Lee going, hey, I've actually been working on this exact thing that you've been wanting to do. I can help you. And Aaron forming a secret study group in their basement. Meanwhile, Wolf went off and found a chapel to an ancient great spirit, your mother of pebbles, who seemed very sleepy, but she gave her graces if Wolf wanted to plant his new nut there. Speaking of, is Wolf doing anything with his nut?
I really wish
question?
I'd given him something different.
Yeah.
Can we just call it the seed?
No.
Doesn't make it much better.
The acorn?
Okay. Yes. There you go.
Okay, we'll call it the great acorn.
Oh, so he's
This is the moment
what's his
everyone
name?
realizes we're
I
still
imagined it was
children.
more like a giant walnut.
He's
I
Sir Laura from Divinity now.
oh God no.
See,
Oh,
this
okay.
JMac said that it can become whatever I want. Actually, it's going to be a bulb, and it's going to be a giant onion.
Sure. The grand bulb.
But
Because
so Wolf is taking care of it, nurturing it a bit more right now on his windowsill.
fair enough.
He does
Oh
plan.
yeah.
He does plan to, after a few days, maybe a week. It depends on how quickly it starts growing.
Yeah.
To then, at some point when it's grown sufficiently, to then move it to its new home.
I'll tell you now, Wolf, as he checks on it probably day in and day out, yeah, it's starting to sprout a little bit. Probably like half a foot tall already. Just a little sprout coming straight out of the top.
Also, of course, Wolf is somewhat might be feeding it points of burn every couple of days.
Okay, hold on. That is something I will actually need to note down. Let me close some fucking tabs. I've got too much shit up.
Wolf makes you burn. So why not burn? Why not burn some druidic power into verdant power into it?
Life power. Okay.
Look,
Meanwhile, yeah, it's fair. I mean, yeah, you're not using your burn for anything. Okay. Other than that, Ash found a few more performers. Unfortunately, not much of what they're looking for, considering you found a metal band, someone who sings and uses their magic to enhance the wind, and bodyguards. Well, not bodyguards, bouncers. That's the word. Epos fought a giant crab, which I will need to explain something from that later, but I'll probably wait for Sideline to be around here, considering he's main crafty boy. And finally, Silas. Silas.
You know
Somebody
it's good
got
when the
cursed.
DM says your name several times.
Somebody got cursed last session.
You don't say. Then the Sorcerer's Ire isn't here.
Ironic. But before we get into the session proper, Bigby and Rose. Rose, you weren't here, so obviously you didn't really do anything last time, but Bigby, you have pretty much have your entire days open. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll quickly move you back to the timeline thing. Because on here I'll be keeping track of your planar puncture progress, which is almost close to being done. Everyone taking part rolled above a 30, except one person. But it's up to you to what you spend your time to do, whether that's maybe developing a new spell, going to check stuff out, or whatnot. Maybe even seeing if you can get your curse broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna start consulting people on that, because whenever he looked at the wrenches, probably pretty early on in the downtime, or right before it started actually. Because I'm pretty sure that was the exact same day as the end of session, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go call up some allies and such, and
Is there
See,
someone
it's
you
looked
specifically
this.
want to talk to?
I'm
So I
trying to
realized I
think
didn't
of that.
update the between worlds rotation. Let me quickly go do that.
Yeah, you said you were gonna do that,
Yeah, I forgot.
which is a shame that we lose the money gun. But
Well, I thought you had updated it because it was 64 gold for the.
I
Things
updated the
found.
money. I didn't update the
Ah,
weekly
right.
offers.
Right.
So if I before I change it, you might want to have a look over and see is there anything I really want. Because it's the last chance. Well, I change it.
You've got as long as it takes for him to edit those posts.
It's gonna take a while because moving from the notepad is a pain in the ass.
They're literally taking items away from you as you're browsing, putting different things in.
So good. Looks like it. Okay, changing 3, 2, 1. And as per usual, the items that don't have descriptions are, on the wiki.
I like those items a lot.
I really like the Cloak of Swords just because I think it's a very cool anime-like weapon. Or
I really like the Cloak of Swords as well. It's silly, but I kind of like it.
just being able to throw fucking swords at people.
Now I love the idea of short, stocky wolf just having an entire cloak of greatswords.
Oh god.
It's like people look at him. Oh, it's okay, he's a melee combatant. Pulls out sword, throws it 50 feet.
So
Draw.
I
Draws next sword.
assume it's just a ranged attack to launch a sword at someone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
As I said, I am severely tempted by that cloak of swords. I don't know if I can afford it though. I don't think I can.
Same.
I mean, you have a week to make the money.
Yeah, Silas would kind of like that too.
Wolf is nowhere close.
Yeah.
Wolf is an entire order of magnitude off.
Oh hey, there's a person in Between Ways that does curse removal.
Yes,
Yeah.
Percy.
There is.
Nobody's
Which-
talked to him yet.
Oh, guess what?
You're gonna go talk to Percy?
Uh-huh.
Let me go remember who they were, / find out where they are in my documents. Because you've literally talked to everyone in Between Ways but them.
Well, that's a good thing we know what about.
As Silas goes into Between Ways to check the weekly rotation, he can certainly go talk to Percy. Let's see. You find them. They've got a small room set aside. Thankfully, no door, just some bead curtains that you can enter in. And as you do so, you see someone sitting there, focusing on a book. A tiefling, it seems.
Yes, I have need of your services.
Oh. Come in, come in. Take a seat. They give you a look
Sure.
over. You can very blatantly see the symbol of Sarenrae on their emblazoned on their vest. And what would be bothering you today?
A curse.
Oh. Don't typically get too many people coming in here for those.
No, I'm exceptional in many ways in that regard. But yes,
Wow.
I wish to have this removed, preferably as
Okay.
quickly as possible.
Just a second, and I shall get an idea of what we're looking at here. As the figure starts to go for a barrage of spells, you can identify them if you wish.
Tempting to identify now.
Dominate person. Charm person.
Fireball maximized.
I think it's the idea of all the betrayal spells.
I don't think you get many of those below 4th level. It's like, what, Poison Bam?
I think reversed heroism you can do.
I forgot about reverse heroism.
I think that's within Wheelhouse, but there's not many others.
Did you say you were rolling set?
Yeah,
Digby?
I was just
Okay.
getting my character sheet up.
Fair enough.
Boop.
It's fairly standard fare from what Silas can see. The person cast Arcane Sight, they then cast a spell to buff for spellcraft. Blah blah blah. Let me roll. They get up from behind the table, coming closer over to you. It's not often someone angers a god like this.
Yes, as said, I'm exceptional in many ways like that.
Hmm.
And now you
That-
understand my urgency, as well as my general annoyance.
Yes, I'm going to have to
Consult an
break to you.
expert.
More break to you of the unfortunate news.
Let me guess, it can't be removed easily.
No. Well, not entirely. The interesting thing with this, as she seems to pluck at invisible threads in the air, is it's linked to someone nearby. Somebody is sustaining this curse. I would assume followers of the god himself.
Interesting. Good. That is actually exceptionally good news.
Should you manage, well, in this case, I suppose breaking their holy symbols would suffice, but, forcing them to stop maintaining it also works.
Well then.
I don't know how angry you've got them, but, well, money always works.
Yes, it does. Though I shall come to that whenever I can. Still, I appreciate your advice, and while you weren't able to remove the curse, there's more than enough of a lead to get this sorted.
There's no problem. And the first one's free, so don't worry about the consultation fee. She winks.
Silas nods. Thank you, it is most generous of you. Now, if you excuse me, I must go see a person about a person.
Good luck. She returns to sitting behind her desk.
Right, now to find who's the most, like, religious in the group.
Pretty sure
Or
Alana?
you
Our
could-
entire class.
You could also just ask the people person.
Yeah, any of that really. I need to get information. Information is important. So I need to find someone who knows about basically the worshippers. Who worships what in the school.
Oh, you know the
Particularly
god who's...
those of a divine persuasion. So who would know the most about what clerics are in this school?
I feel
Oh,
like
should
Alana's
Ash
scarf
would-
probably just like
Ash-
judges everything they walk by. Like they walk past someone who's fucking hisses, going fucking samurai worshiper, dumb piece of shit. Fucking sun hippies, just hissing under its breath.
Oh God.
Am I wrong? That's
I
kind of
mean,
the
yeah,
the personality GMAX set up at this point.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Ash would know a surprising amount.
yeah. Ash is definitely going to be someone I'm going to come to.
Ash has been basically doing planar work and also just talking to people about the place, so they're in a very good position for that as well.
Yeah, and
I've
Marie.
also actually been talking to some of the clergy
Oh,
on
excellent.
campus, funny enough.
Chapel attendants.
Yes, I also did look at Curiosity's findings, so I have a bit of an idea.
Eye emoji.
Ash,
Hmm.
I'm in need of your assistance. I'm looking for somebody.
Alright. Who?
I'm looking for someone who is part of the aspects clergy. Potentially a half elf with a decent bit of scarring.
Specific.
Yes.
That makes it easier.
Though it may not be them personally, I just have my suspicions.
The Aspects isn't people I normally talk to, but you know me.
Yes, I do. And that is why I came to you.
I know people who know people. Rest assured of that.
Both of you at this time can also roll a religion check.
If things would like to load.
It's one of those days for roll 20, it seems.
I don't have it trained, so
Yeah, in which case, this is unfortunately not something you'd have special pre-knowledge about to be able to bypass that 10. Unless you want to try and aid Silas.
I mean, I could. There you go.
Hey,
10.
on the dot.
Hey.
Silas, you'd know yourself, and with a bit of talking to Ash about who could potentially be that on campus from what we know, what's the best way to put this? There probably are the number of followers of Aspects on campus probably number below 10 at best. Aspects typically doesn't allow his worshippers out of the country that he inhabits. Mostly because it's harder to keep his eye on them. The exception to this are his inquisitors and specially allowed clerics who are basically allowed to go out into the world for, well, you're not sure what, but probably nothing good.
The Inquisition. So great. So we're looking at an Inquisitor, probably.
Oh boy, a witch looking for an inquisitor.
How ironic.
Ash,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to attempt to learn, see if anyone's seen someone or knows someone like that, you can roll me a diplomacy to gather information. I'll tell you now, you can also use the Jar of Dirt to get his bonus to this roll.
Alright, why do I have a miscellaneous +7?
Mm. Aids, your necklace. Fuck, I forgot to. Where's the items tab?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add diplomacy over there, because I only have a +2 for candle. That I know it's not actually a race trait, but I don't have any race traits for diplomacies.
Yeah,
So
as long as you know where the bonuses are coming from. I
yeah.
don't care. I use race trait 1 all the time.
And how much was Jar of Dirt?
Plus
2?
4.
Oh, it's 4.
But it's a once per day thing. And usually it's only applicable against a single target. However, you know that the potential targets that you could be looking at are very low. Especially
yeah.
when you add in the specifics of scarred half-elf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lean on my information network, and wow, I rolled a 3.
I mean, you have a
Good
plus 15.
job. Well done.
Pretty good.
Also, turns out the setup I have for when Rose isn't here also works for when Sideline isn't here. Hooray!
Woohoo.
I'm glad I die so often that you just have it set up conveniently.
Oh, damn, it almost works.
I've been useful.
Yeah, I got fed up of rearranging everyone's circles, so I made one for when you're not here and when Big B's not here. Because he had a few weeks.
Ash, your
Mhm.
information network pulls through, thankfully, but probably not with what you're hoping for. Most people can point out to you the few half-elves they know who are scarred, but just from asking around, yeah, they're not an inquisitor, that person's a wizard, rogue of some kind, that person's not an inquisitor. Eventually, your search narrows it down to 2 people. One person saw someone on campus who they've never seen before, just kind of coming and going. They were assuming they're maybe like a guest of someone or some sort. The other person that gets pointed out is someone you know about.
Oh, really?
Kruger is an
Okay.
inquisitor, but nobody knows what he looks like. Like, he could very well be a half-elf.
Okay, that's. I doubt it's him then, because Kruger seems like the type that wouldn't take off his mask at night. Like, even if he was. I mean, that's a smart idea. Being masked whenever you're in public and then just stripping your armor and stuff and just dressing in normal clothes
So,
whenever you need to get around
so,
somewhere where
so
no one
clearly
notices.
his classes are Inquisitor and Vigilante.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if you've ever seen him in combat, because I'd allow you a roll to try and identify his second class, but I don't. I think the only person who vaguely even qualifies is Epos.
Hey! What's the roll?
And if he's not in the magical mixed martial arts, then
Oh, actually, never mind, because Bigby, you share a class with him.
oh, is he in the mind and beyond?
Yes, you would in fact know that he is also an occultist.
Oh, okay, then. Ooh, probably. Interesting. In that case, would Curiosity have recognized his sort of psychic presence, like psychic aura?
I don't know if Curiosity has any capability to do that, is the thing.
Oh, right. I guess not. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I
if
would
you had
assume
the
it's
foresight
psychically
to.
significant, but
Oh, as a person, probably, yeah. It's just like Curiosity doesn't have any detection-y shit.
or
But
as
if you
psychically
were
sensitive.
to wait
Yeah.
in line, see if they show up again, and load them up with a detect psychic significance, I could certainly give you an answer.
Yeah. No. Silas is gonna do that because if they're, I have a feeling they're checking up on him at night now. So
Silas's character arcs all revolve around someone watching him at night from outside.
yeah, you don't say.
Let me roll a few things.
And also, since I assume Curiosity is probably psychically uh, sensitive, I mean, so he can use occult skills.
That might be something that Curiosity can unlock from one of his trees. I should also note you have
Okay.
enough to advance the bottom tree completely
I
with
do,
this revelation.
which I might do, and we can save the story beats for that later.
Sure. And if you want to do it just to discover what the
Yeah.
next tree will be, you can do that. But also, can curiosity give me 5 perception rolls
5 perception rolls it is.
for each night, or yeah,
Any
each night.
bonuses?
Not unless you want to load them up with something,
I can.
or if someone else wants to give curiosity a buff, if should they
What?
have one.
Do I have a general
Well, I wouldn't
idea
last
of when
tonight.
this person would be coming around? Because
The last time they showed up, it was like 2 a.m.
Does curiosity sleep?
no,
Okay, I didn't think so.
it doesn't sleep.
Curiosity basically is poking about pretty much every time, or every time they're not attached to Silas.
So I can give it heightened awareness for a +2.
Sure.
If I know the general time frame that would probably be good, I can throw it on them.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Trash roll at the end there, but
1, 2, 3.
otherwise pretty good.
Okay, give me a second. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you'd rather have the nat one happen at the very end because
Yeah,
that
it's
means
true.
you might not even be relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Big B, I'll tell you now, you got very lucky.
Did I now?
Curiosity rolled 1 above what they would have needed to spot them.
Hey, nice.
It's the
Oh,
third
right, I
night.
need to fucking find them first.
Hmm?
I said, right, I would need to actually notice them in the first place before I can actually check their aura.
Yeah. It's the third night of Curiosity hanging about that the figure returns, it seems. This time they hang outside the building for a couple of minutes. They have something in their hand. Curiosity, thankfully, with her perception, can see it appears to be some kind of like rubber stamp, wet with ink.
I don't like that. Some kind of
Does
weird-
Curiosity want to use Detect Psychic Significance?
Uh-huh.
Curiosity uses Detect Psychic Significance. You've had to use the spell enough in class that you know what Groover's like psychic aura looks like. This is not similar. There
Alright.
are like shadows of events of bloodshed, of rage and pure ecstasy on this person. Nothing like what he has.
Yep. Looks like we haven't. An Inquisitor has infiltrated the school.
The question is, do you wish to do anything as they circle the dorm?
You should get
Hmm.
Ash.
No, actually, yeah, that's a good plan. Hopefully, Ash won't mind Curiosity just tapping on your window.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'm going to move this to the dorm. Quickly move everyone into bed. While we're quickly doing this, though, Rose, is there anything Alana would be wanting to do over 5 days? I
Well-
don't know if you have anything we want to study.
Big B
Or
reminded me
checked
of
out.
something that I should probably also get checked out, which is to say, I got cursed. Animals hate me right now.
Yes, you have Nature's Exile.
Yeah, I never actually got that cleanse, so I might as well go do that.
Sure, you meet the exact same person, Nuggle Buzzard and voice, but their services end up coming to, unfortunately, 3rd level spells are pricey. They could certainly be doing something else with their time. They will offer to remove a curse for 200 gold pieces.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's
And
fine. That's only
kinda
like
neat-
3 coins.
I kind of need that removed, so yeah, it's fine.
You could live.
I mean, my boyfriend has a horse, and the horse hates me.
I mean, that's nothing to do with a curse.
My boyfriend has a horse.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. He does have a horse.
Alana's okay with animals. I mean, she doesn't have handle animal, but just as a person, she's part fae.
Admittedly, he only really uses it when you're like riding out to places and you want to get there fast. He doesn't necessarily have it around him all the time. It's a horse.
Yeah,
It's
but,
kind of hard to
like-
take places.
Animals are nice. Alana has some handle animal, but she can appreciate them.
Can confirm
That's fair.
animals are nice.
Where the fuck is Marie? Oh, there she is.
Alana will also go ahead, since we'll get that removed. She got a letter, and she's going to go ahead and just use that scroll preemptively, so it's there.
Yeah.
On her body.
You get the wet sponge and apply it to your body. It takes an hour, and now you have a sick tat.
Nice. Alana's just gonna be tattooing herself with her mother's work. It's a very nice tattoo, all things considered, because comes straight from Ari, and Ari has a hold on. It's like a +20 tattoo. That's plus 21.
Sideline saying he miscalculated, will be missing today. Evan is a nerd and will be researching.
Aside from that, honestly, the only thing Alana really needs to do is go beat up people in the MMA. So, that's equally as time consuming as you can finish with Big B first. Alana is very ahead of her schedule and has everything done with her classes minus exams.
Yeah, you've been proactive. Admittedly, half of your shit was the same as Wolf of getting it done at Island.
Well, yeah, but she also like designed spell like a foci and an actual spell within like the same day. Yeah. You can continue with Big B because that's like a whole other thing.
Yeah, I'm just setting up this fucking token so I don't have to keep on scrolling down my list of names to find out where he is. What was your fucking name? Oh, there it is. Anyway, Big B, feel free to continue whenever.
Yeah. So yeah, Curiosity's just going to go poke on Ash's room window and just tap.
Oh, do you have a curiosity on this? Oh.
I don't actually have a curiosity token, I don't think. I just have mint token.
Or at least you should. There you go. He doesn't actually. Anyway.
So yeah,
see.
Ash is going to get up, see what Curiosity is on about.
Curiosity will tap on your arm a bit and sort of motion of grabbing.
All right.
Do you allow Curiosity to grab you?
Sure. Ash will hold an arm out.
Excellent. Sharing like knowledge.
Ash,
Well,
you receive memories. It's almost weird. I don't know if Ash has ever shared memories with anyone before, but typically they're always painted with the bias of the person who shows them. You can get like sort of emotional hints of what the person is feeling at the time. Curiosity is just strange in the fact that we're like pure unadulterated curiosity and nothing else. But for it, you see Curiosity watching this figure who's currently walking around the dorm.
How far away are they?
Last Curiosity saw they're currently around the front of the building.
Interesting. So, Days Monster. I need a will save.
But you have to get there first.
Well, it's 120-foot range.
Yeah, but you have to see them.
True.
So which way does Ash go? Out the window or out the front door?
Out the window. Fuck this guy. And I'm on the ground floor anyway. So.
Yeah, you're not really in any risk of falling. It's maybe just a little bit awkward. Sure. Are you approaching stealthily or just blatantly walking?
Actually, I'm going to grab Candle first and then go just like Days Monster and kind of just rush over there.
Okay. In which case, feel free to move yourself out of the building along, because this is vaguely important.
There we go. So I would have to basically be like on the corner.
Yeah.
So I should be about there, and
as you get to there, you can see this person, he's basically just scaling up the side of the building. His hands apparently sticking to the wall with ease.
Give me a will save, asshole.
As you cast your spell and he goes, what? Damn.
Cool. He's stunned long enough that I expend my summoner power and call Prismelody to my side.
Well, that takes a minute, doesn't it?
No.
I was pretty sure it was a minute to summon.
I can do it as a standard action a limited number of times.
Oh, you're that thing. I don't think that's...
No, that's a core feature of Summoner.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Pretty
You
sure.
can dismiss it as a standard action. You could summon regular summons as a standard action.
Summon it as a standard action if you have the second level spell to do so.
I swear that was a fucking...
Are you mixing it up with Maker's Call, which allows you to dimension door it to you?
Yeah, a summoner can summon his idol in a ritual. It takes 1 minute. When summoned this way, its hit points are unchanged from last time it was summoned. The idol remains until dismissed by the summoner as a standard action, or is sent back to the plane due to death, blah blah blah. If a summoner is unconscious, asleep, or killed, his idol is immediately banished.
Oh, I swear it was, like the action, like the ritual to summon the Eidolon was, never mind.
No, I think there's ways to make it quicker, but not by default.
The only way to make it quicker is being an elf.
You can, however, summon like a dog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
summon
no,
monster
I'll
store.
just fucking summon. What was it, like a D3 celestial fire dogs, basically?
I don't think you have Summon Monster 2.
Yeah, no, he should.
He's Summoner
Some monster
second.
is. Oh,
So
Summoner
he'd-
second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
So
only
you'd
got
only
Summon
get a
Monster
dog.
1.
Okay, right.
You still
And
get
if
like
you
a
want to
dog,
take
though,
it back
so-
a little bit, you can say you spend the minute inside the building to summon Prismelody and have her follow you out, since you're genuinely mistaken about what this was.
Yeah.
It's, fair that Ash would know how this actually is, and, probably what's their biggest backer behind them. But
I'm
if
honestly surprised you didn't have Prismelody summoned to begin with.
asleep, presumably,
asleep.
considering it's 2 AM.
Jeez, how hard can Curiosity knock?
Curiosity is not weak.
Well, it says more appropriate to say Curiosity woke Bluebell up, and Bluebell woke Ash up.
That's also probably fair. Yeah, Curiosity has a 8 strength for
Just-
being a diminutive creature.
Just throw Bluebell at him.
Curiosity is stronger than Aaron.
That's not saying much.
But yeah, no, I'm just going to summon a fucking flaming celestial dog.
Oh, okay then. So I have a dog. You can have this dog.
This is only the second time I've ever used the General's Crown ability of Candle.
Ah, yes. Let's see. They fall probably 10 feet, so you take a 3 damage. I need to link for hit points.
Aha, they're prone. Get 'em, dog.
Yes, they'll also be prone. Dog can do as they wish. So I give them the boot. Let's see. I believe a dog has a +2 to hit usually, so +6 in this case.
Well, as long as the guy stays there, doesn't try anything. Basically, like, just prepared action if he tries any spell casting.
I'm going to move us into soft initiative, but you're not entirely wrong. He will be. Basically, as the day ends, he looks at the dog, gets a nasty sneer in his eyes, and just looks at you. Looks at his token. I don't need to actually.
By the way, anyone can go ahead and make a perception check because the dog is barking.
Also, the did fall.
What's the penalty for sleeping? Like -20?
10.
10. So I have a grand total modifier of -10.
Yeah,
You're also unfortunately kind of far away.
yeah, you're
building
gonna
wise.
10 off
I
of
mean,
mine.
you're basically looking
Hey!
at like it's a DC 0, but because it's combat, but it's like minus what?
a lot.
Minus 12 or 14 because walls are in the way and
And
people
distance.
were asleep.
So one,
Distance really not that much of a factor considering it's happening like literally just outside the building.
I mean,
I mean,
let's say the
distance.
DC goes up every 10 feet. So
Yeah, it's a +2
buildings.
DC per 10 feet.
In fairness, the building's also probably a bit bigger than it realistically should be, so I'll just.
The-
I thought
have that.
DC only increased every 10 feet if you were trying to be quiet.
No, it's just a distance thing, I believe. That's why Jortes was so good at seeing everything, because he took less penalties for distance.
Let's see.
God,
So
that is
Silas, that's a 4.
that is dumb for context like trying to listen for battles. And I don't agree with it.
It does seem quite harsh. I can understand why there is penalties for distance, because, sound does drop off. Things are smaller further away. But it does seem quite harsh for what it is. I think normal...
No, I'm just saying, though, like, you can hear dogs barking and people shouting, like, a whole fucking block
Oh, yeah.
over in your neighborhood.
Oh,
Dogs-
it's plus...
speaking by the way.
Um,
But just noting, the sound of battle is DC -10 to hear.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
and it's
Like,
+1 per
negative
10
points.
feet.
That accounts for noises that are really loud, negative for DCs.
But then you also have to consider it's a plus 10 DC per foot of thickness on a wall. So the sound
Well,
of
we've also-
battle here is immediately negated by the fact there's a wall.
We've also covered how apparently the dorm just doesn't fucking block noise.
The
Yeah.
internal walls don't, the external probably do.
Dark, I guess the question is, would this be one of the days Wolf is awake?
Definitely not, based on the current timetable. So
Okay.
that's with a minus 14.
Dark, I guess the question is, would this be one of the days Wolf is awake?
Definitely not, based on the current timetable. So
Okay.
that's with a minus 14.
Because he would need to have cast like heightened awareness and curiosity at least 30 minutes ago, or at most 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wolf had pulled an all-nighter, Wolf had just pulled an all-nighter last night, so...
And yes, Alana can also roll. Wasn't sure if your hero rolls. Let's see, if Silas is waking up, let's see if you get back up in the form of Princeton.
If, for instance, Jesus,
16.
Princeton.
Oh yeah, that's also Ari. Silas, as you wake up, Princeton also goes, it's late, why are you awake?
Because somebody is spying on me, and their end of Ash is apparently after them now.
Oh.
Dear.
Let me come. Silas,
As
enter
you
initiative.
wish.
Wait, hold on. Enter initiative.
Okay.
Stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm...
Jesus.
Let's see, how far is Wolf normally from the thing?
Silas is very sleepy.
Ooh, he's so sleepy. Wolf, I would let you have it just because you're up.
Wolf's quite full of
No, I'd say I'd allow you to wake up because, like, you're upstairs rather than all the way for, like, say for Ipos is on the other side of the building.
Okay.
If you wanted to wake up.
Wolf's pretty exhausted right now.
I could see...
Apparently he's fine.
I could see Orkrin hearing it as well. His room's directly above where things are happening.
The issue of that is Okrin has not been seen in the last couple of days.
Bastard.
And Lillian and Nell got a soundboard imprinted, so they can't hear shit.
See,
Well,
this is
maybe-
why we don't soundproof our rooms.
And maybe Bella's awake. She's a damper. She's in like light or something.
Your room is like pretty much the nocturnal room, but sure, I'll give you a roll. Let's say Bella hears anything, or is just awake because why not?
Well, yeah, exactly. I have the benefits of I'm with people who just don't sleep.
Including -10. Apparently, yes. Bella is just awake reading at this time for whatever reason. She's like, "What the fuck? When do we get dogs?"
What sounds like dogs and fire? Oh no.
Oh no!
Speaking of dogs, go away. Leave me alone.
Don't let that nerd tell you what to do, puppers.
I'm Princeton. Someone's acting fast at least. It's probably a little bit overkill considering the situation that you have a bunch of people going, but that's what happens when you're a thief trying to break into a place. Okay. Bella will probably end up waking her roommates first.
I haven't even cursed him yet.
Yeah. First off is Princeton, who... Zoom. Oh, first of all, I'm going to fix onto a grid. Fucking map, stop moving on me. 20 feet. 40. He has stumpy legs. Wolf.
Access from our door, things right up the balcony, is there?
Not really, but you could technically just open the window and go outside.
I mean, the better question is, with how tanky Wolf is, would he care about, like, a 10-foot drop?
I
No,
mean,
he-
this is like a balcony.
Like, no, he did. He totally plans to go on the balcony and then leap down if he sees someone. But I was just wondering what Wolf's route to getting there.
You can take an action to open the window, then use your movement just to go for it.
Would that just be one step through and then end my turn?
No, you could take your entire movement.
Okay, yeah, the wolf will pop open his window because I imagine this wolf just kind of steps out here anyway to check on his plant. It's like, what's that?
And Lasso's always like, why don't you just use the door?
The door's far away.
Sure, you can step out. You can step out onto the balcony.
Where's the sound coming? That way?
Bork, bork. Bork, 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 bork.
Sure, Wolf will head 50 feet down, spending 2 points of stamina because he's like, what the hell is this? Not quite close enough yet, but he's pretty close.
Ash.
I cast Fury of the Sun. I need a Fortitude save.
Okay. Not his best save. I believe that is insufficient. By 1.
No, that's a failure by 1.
Fury of the Sun was the... Yeah. Okay. Feel free to roll your 1d4 non-lethal.
Take that.
I'm just going to quickly give him a buff code, Fury of the Sun, so I know. Righty-ho.
Yeah, but
And
now
his
he's
feet-
cursed to suffer heat exhaustion penalties and has to save for it every 10 minutes for the next 40 minutes because I technically cast this at the +1 for duration shit.
is within that week,
It's a
yes.
transmutation. And I can do that.
Oh, if it's... Is Fury of the Sun a fire spell?
Yes, it
And
is.
it's
a fire-
CO5. Actually, wait, was that a new week or was it still the week with the fucking fiery mana effect? I think it was still the same week. If this is only 3 days in, it'd be technically Friday, Saturday.
I wasn't accounting for that because I had forgotten that was a thing.
CO5. Should he run away? That's probably what he's gonna try and do. Anything else from Ash?
Yes. Bluebell is going to make a ranged attack.
I hate this, but go ahead.
Got to do what Skunk's got to do.
Oops, did miss by 1. Or yeah, we're firing into melee and we're firing at someone who's prone, that would miss.
Really, even on a touch. Wow.
That'd be a -8. So that'd be
Damn.
a 7.
Even with fatigue?
Yeah. This
Damn.
person's a roguey person. Presume they have dex.
Damn.
I
Even
mean, as you should probably
that,
assume.
I mean, that was kind of why I fatigued them first, but okay.
Well, it's like you're firing a ranged attack at someone who's prone and is also melee, is the issue.
Eh,
So that's 2 massive penalties.
okay.
It's Dog, who I believe had a readied action.
Yeah, basically, if he tries to get up, just gonna try and trip him again.
Fair enough. Bella sighs and gets up. You two, someone's doing something stupid again. Anna, should you wish to, you can wake up. Rose?
First, we have to wake up Rose.
I think the
You're
dog muted my microphone by accident.
Understandable.
I blame the dog.
Puppers.
Damn, Alana fast.
That was almost a nat 20.
I imagine it's more the scarf has woken up early and she's sort of dragging Alana by the neck
Well, the
down
scarf
that
doesn't
way.
sleep.
Exactly,
The scarf
there
only
you
feels
go.
rage.
The scarf knows exactly what's going on. It's pulling Alana towards it.
Rudy, will you go away?
Service
No.
no. Sleeps. Okay. This dude. Let's see. You would have a knife, but your to hit is not the best. Ash, your dog gets an attack of opportunity as he's going to attempt to stand up.
Plus whatever bonuses it has.
That will be enough. 1d4 plus 1, I believe it is.
Plus how much
dog-
fire?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe if you're using your thing, it's only 1 point of fire. It gets better when you get up to level 5.
Okay.
Owie.
And I also get to trip.
I don't believe so with the dog.
Yeah, that's the whole
Uh.
reason I summoned the dog. When they bite, they get a trip.
So technically,
I can see.
also technically note something else is going on here. You got the attack opportunity for him getting up, which does not allow you to trip, but you also readied an action to trip him when he got up. So after he got up, you get another attack.
Yes.
Summoned dogs don't
And
get
that's
trip.
second attack. So if he has trip available, I don't know if he does. If he doesn't, the second attack can just be a trip attempt. So
And
make a trip attempt now. So either way.
I mean, summoned dog doesn't get a trip, but I can let you have that attack be a trip instead to just trip him again.
Why does summoned dog not have trip?
Because that's
Just
reserved
not
for
very
all
great.
That is. God, this is
The first
why I
level
didn't-
summons are not good.
Yeah, no, I'm just like looking at this, going like, man, no wonder I don't play summoners.
He
Like,
can make a trip attempt now though. So
yeah, if you want to, instead of doing damage, you can take that 14 and use it for a trip.
I mean, technically that was an attack of opportunity. I rolled damage, so
Oh yeah, that is an attack opportunity. Yeah, so whoop, he's back in his ass
get
again.
back down.
He just lets out a long sigh. Right, what spells do you have prepared? You know, he can work with this. Dog, you've already taken your attack of opportunity, so no other attack of opportunity. He's casting a spell.
Oh boy, let's go ahead and try to identify this.
Tell me what you get, because I'm looking at my library.
Actually, yeah, no, he can do this because I freaking already. Hi.
Yeah, I think you identify it.
I can't see it because I'm looking up an asset.
Nat 20, 31.
Oh, yes. He's cast Obscuring Mist, which will drop down as soon as Roll20 decides to let me see the things I buy, thank you. Come on, I don't want to have to use a draw tool. It's a piece of shit. Damn it. Hold on. Spell. Fuck. No,
Ash
Obscuring
just
Mist is...
laughs.
Let's see. Obscuring Mist is 20 feet diameter? Or is it 20 feet? Radius, okay.
There's a cloud out here.
Yeah, as Wolf over the edge of a building, you just see...
Cloud, is he back in the sky? Up you go.
But with this, he gets to take a special action to take a stealth. Ash, you're familiar and your dog can roll perception.
Please note,
Not
your
good.
dog does have anything point blank range.
Oh, yeah, I'll roll your dog's perception for you, actually. It's a +8.
Plus, it can use its nose for this, so you can add another +4.
So yeah, dog knows where he is.
Dog knows where he is. Dog knows that he's next to him, but he can't see him. As you watch this person, as the fog happens, basically just disappear. Big B, I should note, Curiosity also knows that he's still there. Silas.
All right. Yeah, Silas will just sigh and. Do. Princeton?
Silas,
Wait.
bye, Silas.
Yes, come now, come this way.
I'm going. I have short legs.
Yes, I know.
Whiny little man.